Hey guys, breaking news. Down here in wonderful West Palm Beach at my cousin's house. Milano's right over here skimming the pool. I mean, literally skimming the pool as I sit here on the back porch. We just walked in, and as I drove down here, I have to say, things that we have been talking about for months are now happening. First, you got to make sure if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, click that like button. But today I was going to do a live B.A.S.S, like Union of B.A.S.S, of just go over all the things that we're hearing and seeing and all that stuff. But today, and this is way before, I don't have any graphics too, by the way, so sorry. This is way before what's going to be released 100% today. 2 anglers. Now I'm hearing 4 guys that want back out of Major League Fishing, back into the elites. 2 of them are headed back. One of them we kind of knew from the get-go. He had said to me last year that he was just kind of giving it a one-year deal. But and it made sense for him to try to stay with Major League Fishing. Now, and really what we got to talk about is the guys that I'm going to tell you, not only are they going back, but bankrupt. Oh my God, bankrupt. I don't even know. Let me just I'll put that on there. I have no idea, Les, what you're talking about. So we'll see. Well, I'll just get into it. 2 guys. Two of the three guys we had been kind of talking about. Hold on, let me put this up. Joe, you're funny, but not that funny. So here you go. 2 guys heading back from Major League Fishing back into the elites. Both of them have a legacy chip, which helps them, and we can go over that after this. But you're going to see that Brandon Panik and Gerald Swindle, the release is going to come very soon from B.A.S.S. And they're going to put it out on a day when there won't be a way for Major League Fishing and Boyd and everybody else to talk about what happened or why it's happening. But is there a buyout? Did B.A.S.S have to? There's been rumors that there was a $50,000 buyout for these guys. Did B.A.S.S pay for that? And the other thing is no offense to B.A.S.S, but they've been saying they weren't going to allow people to not just come in, that you had to qualify and so forth, that they weren't going to let any of the Major League Fishing guys back. And here they are letting 2 of the biggest names in the industry back into the elites. We're going to see it. Brandon Panik, Gerald Swindle are going to be back on the elites. They will not be fishing the Bass Pro Tour or Major League Fishing anymore, which just has so much implications. For Gerald, it kind of makes sense. Gerald doesn't like the format. Not really that he doesn't like the format. He doesn't do well in the format. I guess I can't do that. He doesn't do well in this format. Panik, I think it makes sense for Panik on many standards, because I think Brandon's one of the up and coming, or not even one of the up and coming. He's one of the great anglers that are out there, and this gives him an opportunity to be the best of the best, to be B.A.S.'s, golden child. He went back and tried it, and now he's come back to where he belongs. So, big news that's happening, and I got to tell you, I know for a fact there are some elite guys that are mighty pissed off. I'm not even getting return emails or texts right now from a couple guys, which I'm really surprised about. But you want to know what? It's unbelievable news. It's something I think we've mentioned it. Maybe we've mentioned it. We've known of 3 guys that we've completely thought were going. We knew Panik, we knew Swindle, and might not have said it, but we've been hearing rumors about Ike and Ellie. And I have to tell you, another person I heard a rumor about is Jason Christie might want to come back. And Jason Christie is a stud. However, Jason doesn't have an Angler of the Year title or a classic title. So technically, Jason would have to requalify. But let's see what happens. Gerald has a chip that allows him that 1 year thing. Brandon has a chip for Angler of the Year. Ike and Ellie also has a chip too. So it's really unbelievable, exciting news, and it just adds more drama to what's going on. Because just the other day, as we've said, Scott Martin wanted back in, but he's going to have to qualify, and we haven't even remotely started to talk about what happens if he goes through the opens and Scott doesn't qualify. Where does he go from there? In my opinion, as long as he continues to do great videos on the Scott Martin channel on the YouTube, it doesn't matter what he does in tournament fishing. I know he wants to be a tournament fisherman because that's where his roots are, but does he need to do it? I really don't think. I don't think he would go. Jason said, I think Ike will go back. His last podcast, he was hinting at it hard. Yes, it's one of those things that we've been hearing since the end of last year. Ike and Ellie and Boyd have not been, they've just been butting heads on certain things. And I've been under the impression that Mike would like to go back. And really, Mike has the opportunity to go back. But if there's a $50,000 buyout, where did that money come? If there's a buyout, did B.A.S.S pay for it or did the Anglers pay for it? Because truthfully, if Brandon Panik wants to come back or Gerald Swindle comes back, I'm all in for saying, Elite, you have to pay me to come back. But I don't know if the Anglers are going to be happy about that. I know for a fact the Anglers are not happy about it. I mean, last year in one of the things, can you hear the turkeys behind me? Hold on. Can you hear the turkeys? They'll be dead tomorrow. Just joking. These are pet turkeys they have. So, I would think that if B.A.S.S wanted them back enough, that they should cough up the money to get these guys back. That's just my opinion. But I know that some of the elite guys are upset about this. I mean, some of these guys didn't join Major League Fishing, and they wanted that opportunity to be the star on one of the biggest stages there is, and now they're not able to do that. So here's my question: now that obviously they can't fish the Classic, Gerald or Brandon, but I mean, doesn't it put both of them in Angler of the Year status right off the bat? I mean, Brandon's one of the best anglers on the planet. I'm not joking. And Gerald is sure as hell isn't bad either. Gerald had a horrible year on Major League Fishing this year. Horrible year. I understand him wanting to go back, but there's been so many bad blood between him and his brother and that Luke Duncan whole podcast issue. I mean, I'm completely behind Luke on that thing. I agree with Luke should be able to express his amendment rights of saying what he feels is right. It is an opinion. This is technically a rumor and opinion until it's breaking news. But what I'm hearing, and I got a text from the most reliable person in the world, that this was happening and that they were going to try to drop the news today so that there'd be 4 or 5 days where that Major League Fishing couldn't possibly go back there and recount. So look for the news very soon. I'm hearing, maybe in a couple hours. Maybe in a couple hours you'll be watching this and you're going, why do I need B.A.S.S? I have fishing, Florida, radio, and those morons that do that stupid show. That's what you might be saying. I'm down here. I'm in West Palm Beach. I'm going peacock bass fishing. I'm going bass fishing. I'm going to wear some lips out. I'm telling you. You probably won't know and see about it because I'm going to take Alessandro with me and I'm going to take my son with me. I'm not sure I'm going to film it, but I might take some pictures. But I thought I had to get on here. I mean, I drove unbelievably fast. I called 2 people, I texted a couple people, and drove like Mach 4 to get here so I could get this out before before B.A.S.S gets it out. So I might get in trouble for that. I should say, I want a Brandon Palik's boat on the St. John's. I'm putting that out there now because that will be fun to see what he does, especially because that last year with the big fish that they all caught out there. Oh, the St. John's was awesome. I can't wait for it. So there it is. That's the breaking news. I hope you guys appreciate this. I mean, I don't even know. I'm going to put this on YouTube. Go over there, subscribe, be part of the Fishing Florida Radio family. If you want some prize packs, you can email us, info@fishingfloridaradio.com. Yes, more on here. Less. I would do more if I knew how to do this better with the mouse. I'm on my wife's laptop, and I can't do graphics and other things on this. Well, I probably could, but I just wanted to get this out as fast as possible. Actually, I think this is a better place. I know I'm shadowed, and you really don't want to see my face as is, and hopefully the sound is decent. But doesn't this look great as a backdrop too? I mean, hold on. Do you want to see what I'm dealing with here? Hold on. Look at that. Let's see if I can see the turkeys back there. Can you see them yet? No, you can't. Oh, yes, you can. Hold on. Hold on. Look at them right there. See all of them? Hold on. Stop. Let me turn. That's all turkeys right there. Hold on. Right there. That's hard to do. You know that right there? That's all turkeys. Look at them all. Oopsie. Where the hell did they go? Oh, there they are. Those are turkeys. Their dinner later. Sound is fine. Good. So. Amazing. We've been talking about this forever. Some of the ideas behind this. We've been kind of keeping it to ourselves a little bit because we didn't want to ruin anything for anybody. Yep. Did you hear that? That was freaky. But congratulations to Brandon and Gerald. We don't ever get Gerald on the show. Gerald doesn't like us for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I'd love to have Gerald on the show and talk about it. He kind of big arms me and, whatever. Brandon, I'm sure we'll have on the show about this. I'm 100% sure of it because Brandon's my boy. So, guys, if you're on this on YouTube, subscribe, hit that like button, send us a comment. You want to go on YouTube and tell us what you think of this. Is this a good move? Is this a good move for Brandon? Is it a good move for Gerald? If Ike goes back, is that a good move? What do you think? Do you still root for the guys on Major League Fishing, or do you continue to root for now this new guys coming back and going and fishing the elites? I want to know what you guys think, because when we do this B.A.S.S of the Union, I want to have as much ammunition and your guys' ideas as I can. So, if I haven't said it before, thank you for everything. Make sure you guys, have fun. Have a great Thanksgiving. Have a great Thanksgiving with your family. Enjoy every second of it. Enjoy it, love it, and for one day, don't think about fishing until the turkey's done, and then start thinking about fishing again. I want to see Steve run and scream like a little girl. I'm not scared of those things. I will beat the snot out of those things. So, guys, happy Thanksgiving. Congratulations, Brandon. And congratulations, Gerald. And Ike, when you give it, folks at home, when are you going to announce it? I want to know when. And should Jason go back too? God, if it isn't one thing, it's another thing. The amount of drama we've had since this Major League Fishing started and this Bass Pro Tour has been absolutely great. It gives us thoughts and different stuff that allows us to speculate and allows us to hear and get more opinions on what we think people should do. And not like we're right or anybody else is right. It's the anglers who are important, and then as long as they're making money and they're able to succeed and be part of and have a life and make a living doing what they love, then that is really the most important thing. So if you do it on the Major League side or you do it on the elite side, it doesn't matter. Just as long as they are happy, and that's the key. And I think we'll find out that maybe Brandon was not as happy, not that he didn't enjoy going fishing this stuff, but maybe his heart was in a different place, and he always wanted to win a classic. Because I think that was one of Brandon's things. Or even Gerald. Gerald he doesn't do well with this catch as many fish as you can. He just doesn't do it. And it's no disrespect to Gerald. I mean, none at all. I just think he's a better fisherman with 5 big fish. That's just my opinion. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Unless something else breaks, I'm not doing another one of these videos because I'm down here to enjoy the time with my family and my cousin and Milano, and I'm here to kill some fishing. I'm going to absolutely smash some fishing. So, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for everything. If we don't say thank you enough, thank you. Cheers, guys. Remember, take a kid fishing, get your fish on. We'll see you soon.